A woman like you should never come to our home ever again. Break up with my brother immediately. I will absolutely never approve of this marriage.
Why would you say something like that, and suddenly throwing a glass of water and kicking me out? I came here to formally announce our engagement. This is just horrible.
Huh? What's so horrible? Being soaking wet suits a nightclub woman like you perfectly.
Nightclub? What are you talking about? I don't work in that industry.
Stop lying, you middle school dropout! What other job could someone with such poor education have besides working at a nightclub?
Please don't make such assumptions. At least listen to what I have to say first.
What could you possibly say to justify lying to my brother about who you really are?
I've never lied to Alex. He knows my background and accepts me for who I am.
Shut up! I don't want to listen to anything from a vulgar, dirty woman like you. You'll make my ears rot.
Excuse me?
My brother deserves someone with proper education and family background, not someone who will embarrass him at company events.
That's incredibly judgmental. You don't even know me.
I know enough. Your type is always the same. You're obviously just after his money, right? My brother Alex has always been smart, and now he works at a major corporation as an elite employee. He makes great money, too. He's my pride and joy. It's no wonder someone like you, who doesn't match his level, would be attracted to him.
That's not true at all. I love Alex for who he is, not for his money or position.
Save that romantic nonsense for someone who'll believe it. I've seen your type before.
That's not why I decided to marry him.
Oh, really? Then why? What could someone like you possibly offer my brother?
We connect on a deeper level. We share the same values and dreams for the future.
I told you to stop lying. You're just looking to leave the nightlife industry by finding a man with good income. Nightclub women trade their youth for money and live extravagantly. That's obviously why you approached Alex. I can see right through you.
You're completely wrong about me. I work hard for my living.
Hard work? Is that what you call what you do? Don't make me laugh.
That's really not true. As I mentioned earlier, it's true that I only finished middle school. When I was in high school, my parents died in a car accident and I couldn't continue school, so I dropped out and started working. But even with my background, I've been able to work at a normal company.
Shut up, you vulgar woman! I will absolutely never approve of this marriage. Break up with my precious brother right now. A dirty woman from the nightlife industry should never come back to this house.
You're not listening to anything I'm saying. There's no point in continuing this conversation when you've already made up your mind about me.
Finally, something we agree on. Leave now and stay away from Alex.
I understand. I'll leave now.
Good! That's the first sensible thing you've said all evening.
But I won't be breaking up with Alex. He deserves to hear what happened tonight directly from me.
How dare you! After everything I've said, you still think you have a chance with him?
It's not your decision to make. It's Alex's.
Never show your face again! If you really want to leave the nightlife industry, go ask some sleazy old man instead.
I'm leaving now, but I hope someday you'll realize how unfairly you've judged me.
Just get out before I throw something heavier than water at you!
I'm sorry about my sister, Kate. Are you okay after what happened?
Yeah, you called me a taxi right away, so I'm almost home now.
Even though it's getting warmer in early spring, getting water thrown on you must have been cold. Take a warm shower as soon as you get home.
Yeah, I will. The water soaked right through my dress. I'm still shivering a bit.
I should have come with you in the taxi.
No, you needed to stay and talk to your sister. I understand. More importantly, what should we do about Michelle's misunderstanding? She doesn't seem like she'll listen to anything I have to say.
Huh? Misunderstanding?
Michelle doesn't like my educational background, that I only graduated from middle school. She thinks the only place someone like me could work is in a nightclub. She said she won't approve of a marriage with a vulgar, dirty woman.
What? My sister said that?
Yeah, she kept insisting I must be working in the nightlife industry because of my education.
That's absurd! How could she make such assumptions?
Huh? Didn't she tell you anything?
I demanded to know why she did what she did, but she wouldn't tell me anything. She only said it was all for my sake, and it was frustrating. Thanks to you, I finally understand what's going on.
For your sake. In a way, she's a caring sister who loves her brother.
That's just her not being able to let go of her brother. My sister thinks of me almost like her son. I'm really sorry she caused you trouble because of that.
What do you mean? Does Michelle really love you that much?
My parents both worked and were busy since I was little. They were both constantly traveling nationwide for business trips, so I was basically raised by my sister. That's why she's so overly protective of me.
I see.
I'm grateful to my sister and I love her as family, but I really wish she would let me go a bit. I'll explain the misunderstanding to her.
No, that's okay. I think misunderstandings should be cleared up personally.
Are you sure, after how she treated you tonight?
Yes, if we're going to be family, I need to try to build a relationship with her myself.
I see.
And we should both calm down first. I want to make time to talk with Michelle properly later. Will you help me with that? She'll probably refuse if I invite her myself.
Of course, I'll arrange something next week when everyone's had time to cool off.
Thank you. That would be best.
I love you, Kate. I'm sorry tonight didn't go as planned.
I love you too. We'll figure this out together.
Talk to you later then.
Good night. I'll let you know when I get home safely. Isn't this flyer going too far? There are papers posted on my apartment door saying nightclub woman and dirty woman break up with my brother. This is just pure harassment.
Huh? What are you talking about?
Don't pretend you don't know. Someone put these offensive flyers all over my apartment building. I asked the building manager to check the security cameras. They clearly show you posting these flyers on my door.
What? Don't they usually only show those to police? This is why I hate nightclub women. You probably seduced the manager to let you see the footage, right?
That's a disgusting accusation. Is that how you think women get ahead in life?
It's how women like you get ahead. I know your type.
I did no such thing. The kind manager simply helped me out of goodwill.
Sure, whatever. Maybe that manager was actually a customer at your place. Or wait, could he be your sugar daddy? Is that how you can afford such a luxury apartment?
What?
You really are such a dirty woman. Even after everything I said, you still haven't broken up with Alex. So I thought I'd throw water on you again and went to your place, only to find you living in a super luxury high-rise. I'm sure your neighbors don't know there's such a vulgar woman living near them, so I decided to inform them of your true identity.
So you're saying you don't like that I live in a nice place. That's why you suddenly harassed me like this. Thanks to you, people in my building are whispering about me, and it's really troublesome.
Serves you right, and just so you know, don't try to turn this around on me. It's your fault for having a shameful job that makes people gossip about you.
I already told you I don't work in the nightlife industry. I have a normal office job. I pay the rent for this apartment with my own salary.
Stop with those obvious lies already. A poorly educated middle school dropout can't possibly earn that much.
What's wrong with a middle school dropout earning enough to rent a luxury apartment? Your prejudice is too extreme.
Shut up! Just break up with my brother already! I absolutely refuse to let a dirty nightclub woman become my cute brother's wife. You low-class woman, disappear from my brother's life right now!
If you insist, fine, but it's Alex who will be disappearing. I'll make sure he's removed from the company so he won't enter my site anymore.
What?
He's a valuable asset, but since you insist, I guess I have no choice. I'll remove him from the project team by my authority as his boss. Then I'll ask HR to transfer him out of my department.
Your authority as his boss?
But that might not be enough. We might still run into each other in the office. I should ask HR to move him from headquarters altogether. I'll have Alex transferred to some regional branch office.
Wait a minute, what are you suddenly talking about? Boss's orders and my department? You're talking like you're Alex's boss.
Yes, I am his direct superior. I work at the same company as Alex, and I'm the head of the department he belongs to.
What did you say?
I'll go ahead and ask HR tomorrow then.
Wait! Why should Alex be transferred because of someone like you?
Huh? Why? Because you asked me to, didn't you? You told me to disappear from his life, but as a department director at headquarters, I have responsibilities and work I can't abandon. It's much easier and quicker for him to disappear than for me. So I thought from an efficiency standpoint, it would be best if he transferred.
That's not good at all! My precious brother can't be transferred to some regional branch. And anyway, are you really a director? I've never heard of a middle school dropout becoming a director at a major corporation.
Our company values merit. If you don't have academic credentials, you just need to prove yourself with results. We have quite a few people with only middle or high school education who are doing great.
That can't be true. Every major company requires at least a bachelor's degree for management positions.
Not all of them. Some companies understand that education isn't the only measure of a person's abilities.
Really?
And I'm at one of them. After dropping out of high school, I immediately started working at a local small company. But then I changed jobs, and after proving myself there, I changed jobs again. After repeating this process, I was able to climb to where I am now.
You expect me to believe you worked your way up to director with only a middle school education?
Whether you believe it or not doesn't change the facts. You can verify it yourself.
No way. I looked you up online and you really do work at headquarters. Your full name and photo are there.
It seems you're finally starting to believe me. So, let me ask again. Are you okay with me having Alex transferred? That would be the best way to ensure we don't see each other anymore.
No, you can't do that to him. Please don't. Alex worked so hard to get into that company. He was so happy at home when he finally made it onto the project team he wanted to join. It would be too horrible to remove him and send him to some regional office.
But isn't that what you want? For us to be separated?
Not like this. Not by ruining his career.
Then what exactly did you have in mind when you told me to disappear from his life?
I just wanted you to break up with him, not destroy everything he's worked for. That's too cruel.
The cruelest thing is having a sister like you.
What did you say?
You heard me. You claim to care about Alex, but you've been trying to control his life according to your own prejudices.
I'm protecting him.
From what? From someone who loves him and happens to be his boss? How is that protecting him?
From someone who's clearly not good enough for him.
Whatever. Since you're asking me not to, I won't remove him from the team or transfer him. Now, regarding the flyers you posted in my building, may I go ahead and sue you for this?
Sue me?
Yes, sue you for defamation and harassment.
You wouldn't dare!
Wouldn't I? You've left quite a paper trail of evidence. This definitely crosses the line. My neighbors have already seen it, and I've been embarrassed and hurt. I believe this qualifies as defamation, so I'll file a police report and sue you.
Police report? No way. You don't need to make such a big deal out of this.
Actually, I do. Your actions have real consequences for my reputation and mental well-being.
It was just a misunderstanding. Can't we just forget about it?
You're the one who made it a big deal. Because of your flyers, I can't live in this apartment anymore. I'll also be claiming compensation for moving expenses. Is that okay with you?
What did you say?
Actually, I don't need your permission for this. I'm the victim here, and I have the right to decide what to do. So, I'll go to the police right away. Please, be prepared for that.
Wait. Isn't going to the police and filing a complaint a bit extreme? I just got carried away in the moment. It was just a kind of joke.
A joke? Harassing someone at their home and damaging their reputation with neighbors is a joke to you?
I was just angry. I wasn't thinking clearly.
That's not an excuse for your behavior.
Please, there must be something I can do to make this right without involving the police.
This is no laughing matter and can't be dismissed as a joke. Well then, excuse me, this low-class woman has wasted enough time on you.
Wait, please, don't go to the police. I'll do anything.
I heard everything from my sister. She's done something terrible.
She called you?
Yes, she was hysterical. She told me about the flyers at your apartment.
So she admitted it?
Yes, and she's terrified you're gonna sue her. Are you really going to the police?
I'm sorry, Alex, but I'm definitely going to sue her.
I understand. I completely support your decision. Go ahead and be thorough about it. My parents and I are completely disgusted with her, and we've decided to kick her out of the family home, so don't hold back.
What? Michelle is being kicked out of your family home?
Yeah, my parents are furious with her behavior, and actually, some incredible things have been happening on our end, too. We found out that my sister had been working in the nightlife industry.
What? After looking down on the nightlife industry so much, she was working there herself?
I couldn't believe it either when I found out.
How did you find out about that?
She was so quick to judge you based on education and insist you must be in the nightlife industry, wasn't she? My parents found that suspicious. They said people who accuse others like this are often guilty of it themselves. So half-jokingly, they investigated and...
They found out Michelle was working there.
Yes, the irony is unbelievable!
How did your parents react when they found out?
They were shocked at first, then extremely disappointed, not because of the job itself, but because of her hypocrisy.
I can imagine. It's quite the revelation.
She was working at a daytime hostess club. Apparently, she was fired from her company quite a while ago. She didn't get along with her colleagues, but she didn't want to tell us about it.
So all this time, she was pretending to go to a corporate job?
Exactly, for almost a year now.
That explains a lot about her reaction to me. She was projecting her own situation onto me.
That's exactly what my parents said. Classic projection.
If it was a regular nightclub, she'd have to work at night and it would definitely be caught. But with a daytime hostess club, if she leaves home at the usual time, no one would notice.
And her previous job paid pretty well. She probably didn't want to say that she was earning less money. It's not easy to find a job that pays well and that you can start right away.
And yet she judged me so harshly for what she assumed was my employment situation.
The hypocrisy is what my parents can't forgive. It's not the job, it's the lying and then attacking you for something she was doing herself.
I'm shocked. I can't believe Michelle herself was working there.
I'm still processing it myself. The sister I thought I knew wouldn't do these things.
People can surprise you, sometimes in disappointing ways.
The worst part is that she showed no remorse for what she did to you. Even when confronted about the flyers, she only worried about herself getting in trouble.
That's concerning. It shows a lack of empathy.
My parents said the same thing. That's ultimately why they asked her to leave.
Do you think she has somewhere to go?
She makes good money at the hostess club. She can afford an apartment.
I see. I feel bad for your parents, though. This must be difficult for them.
They're heartbroken but firm in their decision. They said she needs to learn there are consequences to her actions. Anyway, that's the situation, so do whatever you want. My parents approve of our marriage, and once everything settles down, let's get officially registered.
That's a relief. I was worried this might affect their view of me.
Not at all. If anything, they're impressed by how you've handled yourself through all this.
Thank you for standing by me. This hasn't been easy.
Of course, we're a team. Nothing my sister does can change that.
Got it. Then I'll proceed without holding back.
I support you completely. Let me know if you need anything for the legal process.
I will. I'll talk to a lawyer tomorrow.
Perfect. Keep me updated. Love ya.
Love you too. Good night.
What are you going to do about this? Because of you, I've been kicked out of my home.
Huh? Why is that my fault?
If you had never entered Alex's life, none of this would have happened.
I think your own actions are responsible for your current situation.
Because you hid your job from me. If you had told me everything from the beginning, I wouldn't have misunderstood.
I tried to tell you multiple times. You refused to listen.
You should have been clearer. How was I supposed to know you were a director?
That's rich coming from you. You didn't even give me a chance to talk.
That's not true. I gave you plenty of chances.
When exactly? When you were throwing water at me or when you were posting defamatory flyers on my door?
Stop bringing that up. I said I was sorry.
Actually, you never apologized. You just asked me not to go to the police.
Fine, I'm sorry. There, happy now?
I can't really feel the sincerity.
Shut up! I'll approve of your marriage to Alex, so please convince my parents and Alex. It's unbelievable they'd kick out their daughter over something like this.
That's difficult for me to do. You weren't kicked out just because of this incident.
What do you mean? What else could it be?
I heard about it. Michelle, you're working at a daytime hostess club, right? I never imagined you were in the nightlife industry yourself.
Huh? Wait a minute. How do you know that? You said you heard. Who told you?
Alex told me. It seems your whole family knows now.
What? I was hiding it so carefully. How did they find out?
From you yourself.
Huh?
They became suspicious because you were so strongly against our marriage, so they thought, what if, and investigated. Bingo! They found out you were working at a daytime hostess club. This is what they call reaping what you sow.
No, that can't be.
Your excessive judgment of me based on what you thought was my job made them wonder why you were so fixated on it.
That's not fair. They invaded my privacy.
And posting flyers on my apartment door wasn't an invasion of my privacy?
That's different. I was protecting my brother.
I don't have any prejudice against daytime hostess clubs or the nightlife industry, but I understand they're professions that often face prejudice, so it's understandable that you felt so strongly about it, but you shouldn't have turned that on me. No wonder your parents would kick you out.
What?
Don't you remember all the things you said about women in that industry? Dirty, vulgar, shameful.
But that's different. I'm not like those other women.
Anyway, your family already kicked you out and told me to sue you without holding back, so I'm going to thoroughly pursue this defamation lawsuit.
No way. You were serious about that the other day?
Completely serious. The paperwork is being prepared as we speak.
But we can work something out. I apologized already.
An apology doesn't undo the damage to my reputation with my neighbors.
Of course I was serious, but if you really want to avoid a lawsuit, we could settle. Nightlife workers trade their youth for money, right? You could just use that money for the settlement. How much do you want? I don't make that much money.
Enough to cover my moving expenses and the emotional distress you've caused.
No. How? This can't be.
Then I could withdraw the police report. Let's discuss the details through my lawyer. I'm just a middle school dropout, so I don't know much about legal matters. When I don't understand something, I rely on professionals. That's the quickest way, right?
If I really pay the settlement, will you withdraw the police report? Will you forgive me and convince everyone to let me back home?
The settlement would address the legal aspects of what you've done to me.
And the rest? Will you help me with my family?
Aren't you asking for too much just for a settlement? This is strictly about compensation for defamation. It's not about forgiveness, and I know nothing about your family situation.
But you must have some influence with Alex and his parents now.
That's their decision to make. I won't interfere in family matters.
But...
Well then, I'll be going now.
Wait, please! I'm desperate here. I'll do anything!
Anything includes accepting the consequences of your actions. Goodbye, Michelle. Right after I filed a police report, Michelle contacted me saying, "I'll pay any settlement amount, so please withdraw the report immediately." I received 5 million yen, about $50,000, as a settlement. She also agreed to cover all my moving expenses. It seems she was quite popular and made good money at the daytime hostess club. However, no matter how much money she pays, it seems neither her parents nor her beloved Alex have any intention of forgiving her. Alex said I won't notify her about our marriage registration or invite her to our wedding.
Hey Lena, is it true you're pregnant?
Yes, it's true. The baby is due next year.
Seriously? I never expected you, of all people, to get pregnant. I thought you'd definitely never do it.
Oh, why? I've always wanted children.
Really? But you're so ugly. I'm surprised you'd want to pass on your genes.
Excuse me?
I mean, it shouldn't be a surprise to you. You know what you look like in the mirror every day, right?
I don't understand why you're saying these things.
Parents normally want their children to be happy, right? But if a child is born ugly, they definitely can't be happy. You should know that better than anyone, so why did you get pregnant? I understand someone beautiful like me wanting children, but...
Misty, am I really that ugly?
Huh? Don't you even know it? Lena, you're super ugly. If you weren't my brother's wife, you're definitely someone I wouldn't associate with.
What?
Why are you acting shocked? It's not like this is new information.
I just don't understand why you feel the need to say these things to me.
Unlike me, your nose is so big, your eyelashes are short, you're short, and your gums show when you smile. You're ugly from every angle.
That's not...
Not what? Not true? Come on, be realistic. Even my brother probably thinks so, but is too nice to say it.
I don't think Ethan feels that way at all.
If I had your face, I'd definitely not want to have children. I wouldn't want to pass on such pathetic, ugly genes. Oh, boo-hoo, your poor child is doomed to be ugly before even being born. At the very least, you should save up for plastic surgery for the kid. That's your responsibility as a parent.
I can't believe you're saying these things.
I'm just being honest. Someone has to tell you these things. The world is cruel to ugly people. You know that.
I need to go now.
Think about that plastic surgery fund. Your kid will thank you later.
Did you see the screenshot I sent? Misty said these things to me.
Of course I saw it. It was so horrible I couldn't find the words to say. I'm sorry my sister was so awful to you.
I always felt like Misty looked down on me, but this is the first time she's been so direct about it. I'm shocked.
Wait, she's done similar things before?
She's hinted that I'm ugly. When we meet at your parents' house, she always looks up the clothes I'm wearing on her phone right in front of me, then says things like, "That's a pretty good brand you're wearing," but when the person wearing it is mediocre, it looks cheap and tacky.
What?
I didn't want to tell you because I thought maybe I was being too sensitive.
You're not being sensitive at all. That's completely inappropriate.
Or she'll say, "I wish nice clothes could choose who wears them." She's even bought the same clothes several times and sent me photos of herself looking great in them.
I had no idea. I'm really sorry. My sister is so rude.
She once asked if we could exchange ID photos for a family album your mom was making, then laughed when she saw mine and said, "Oh wow, cameras really don't like you, do they?"
That's terrible. Why didn't you tell me about this sooner?
I've kept quiet because I didn't want to make a big deal of it. I didn't want to cause problems with your family. Misty is beautiful enough to be a model, after all.
Being a model doesn't give her the right to treat people like this.
I know. I just didn't want to come between you and your sister.
She may look good on the outside, but her personality is terrible. Always judging and mocking people based on appearances. I'm sorry you've had to put up with it for so long.
Even I'm reaching my limit now. I'm sorry, but would it be okay if I distance myself from Misty for a while?
Of course. I'll warn my sister and make it clear she needs to stay away from you.
Really? That's okay?
Of course it is. Besides, you're pregnant now, and this is an important time. I don't want you to be stressed at all. Feel free to ignore any messages from Misty.
Thank you, Ethan. I'll take your advice and keep my distance.
I'll talk to Misty today. This behavior stops now.
I appreciate you standing up for me.
Always. We're a team, and no one gets to treat you that way, not even my family.
I heard what happened, Lena. It seems my Misty said some very rude things to you. I'm sorry about that. It's been a while, Sharon. That issue has already been resolved through Ethan, so... Oh, is that so? Then could you stop ignoring my daughter soon? What? Her brother scolded her very harshly, and she's feeling down. She says she just spoke her true feelings impulsively and regrets it. She tried to apologize to you, but you were ignoring her messages. Don't you think that's cruel? I haven't received any apology messages from Misty. Well, she's been meaning to send them. She's just having trouble finding the right words. I'm sorry, but could you please tell her that I don't need an apology? Being called ugly isn't something that goes away with an apology, and I'd really like to be left alone right now. What? My Misty is trying to apologize to you! How awful of you to reject her without even listening! Huh? You're being very difficult, you know. She made one little mistake. It wasn't just one time. She's been making these comments for years. Getting angry just because someone called you ugly, even when they're trying to apologize? You're so persistent. Maybe it's that narrow-minded personality that shows on your face. Narrow-minded? Anyone would be upset if they were mocked for being ugly. The one who's upset now is my Misty. Of course, someone like you would be called ugly compared to Misty, yet she's properly reflecting and trying to apologize. Just forgive her already without making such a fuss. Forgiveness isn't something that can be forced, is it? When it comes to family, yes, it is. Family sticks together no matter what. Even when they hurt each other? Of course you should forgive family. Your face will get uglier if you keep being so narrow-minded. Are you okay with looking even more pathetic than you do now? What? Stress and resentment will give you wrinkles. Is that what you want? I don't think that's the issue here. I won't forgive you if you keep ignoring Misty's messages. She says she regrets what she said and wants to give you a baby gift. Make sure to contact her right after you give birth. I'll think about it. Don't think, just do it. This whole situation is ridiculous. My daughter is the one suffering here. I need to go now. I have a doctor's appointment. Fine, but remember what I said. Family is family. Stop being so sensitive.
Congratulations on your baby, and good job, Lena!
Thank you, Misty. Sorry we couldn't meet. The hospital policy only allows spouses to visit. Would you like to come see the baby after I'm discharged?
Yeah, that's fine, but I don't need to. Go see a baby that's not even cute.
Excuse me?
I could tell from the photo you sent everyone right after birth. I can already see that she's ugly.
Are you calling my daughter ugly?
Where else would you find such an ugly baby? She's so homely I couldn't help but laugh. Mom was laughing right next to me too.
What?
Don't act so surprised. What did you expect with your genes?
She's a newborn baby. All newborns look similar.
Not true. Some babies are born beautiful. I was a beautiful baby according to my mom. I was hoping she'd take after my brother, but she's got your ugly face for sure. It's sad that she's a girl. What a pitiful life she'll have.
How dare you?
I'm just being honest. Girls need to be pretty to get ahead in life.
That's not true at all. My daughter will be valued for her intelligence and character.
So I won't be giving any baby gifts if that's okay. It would be a waste to give them to a niece who isn't cute.
Misty, didn't Ethan scold you the other day? I heard from Sharon that you reflected on what you said, yet here you are saying the same things again? And now you're mocking my daughter too?
Of course I reflected on what I did. That's why I decided not to assume she'd be ugly from the start, but to actually see the baby's face before deciding whether to dote on her or not.
What?
I gave her a fair chance. I waited to see the photo before judging.
That's not reflecting at all.
And as I expected, she turned out ugly, so what can I do? I only want to be surrounded by beautiful things. So sorry, but I have no intention of meeting my niece, and no baby gifts either. An ugly wife's daughter is ugly and not cute at all.
You're right, she is ugly.
Those ugly genes are too powerful.
You're absolutely right. An ugly mother-in-law's daughter has an ugly personality. Those ugly genes really are powerful.
What?
You casually call people ugly and mock them, always looking down on everyone. I'm so tired of it.
Wait, what do you mean by that? Are you calling me the one with an ugly personality?
Who else could I be talking about? I can tolerate it as an adult, but to say such hateful things about my newborn child? You're thoughtless, stupid, and have no moral sense. But I guess that can't be helped because of your ugly genes.
How dare you? You can't talk to me like that. I'm beautiful.
On the outside, maybe, but your soul is rotten.
What? What's with that attitude? Are you mocking me and my mother?
Yes, I am. If you're going to mock us, we have our own thoughts, too.
Huh?
Did you think I would just keep taking your abuse forever? That I would let you talk about my innocent baby that way?
You're overreacting. It was just an observation.
I'm not composed enough to stay silent when you mock my daughter. I've been telling myself to put up with it because you're Ethan's family, but I don't want anything to do with you anymore.
What did you say?
I don't need your gifts. I don't want presents from someone with such an ugly personality, and I'm taking this opportunity to cut ties with you.
You can't be serious over a few harmless comments?
Harmless? You've been systematically trying to make me feel worthless for years, and now you're targeting my newborn daughter.
What's wrong with you? You're so cocky for someone so ugly.
And you're so cocky for someone with such an ugly personality. Don't you realize what you've been doing to deserve this?
Shut up! I never wanted an ugly relative like you anyway. I'd be happy to cut ties with you.
Then we both want the same thing, an amicable, complete severance of our relationship. Goodbye.
Fine, see if I care. You'll regret this.
The only thing I regret is not doing this sooner. Lena, is it true that you declared you're cutting ties with Misty? Yes, that's correct. And just to be clear, I'm cutting ties with you too, Sharon. Please don't contact us anymore. What? Why do I have to be cut off too? I haven't even met my grandchild yet. Because I don't know what you might say to my precious child. I'm cutting ties with you both to protect my child. What? That's absurd! I would never say anything harmful to my grandchild. You laughed at her photo with Misty and called her ugly. That's not. Misty was exaggerating. Because Misty hasn't reflected on her behavior at all. She's already made terrible comments about my daughter being ugly, and apparently, you were laughing together while looking at my daughter's photo. You didn't even try to scold her, but laughed along. I don't want my daughter to meet people like you. That's what? Are you going to deny it? We were just joking. You're taking this way too seriously. It's true I'm not as beautiful as Misty, but that doesn't mean I deserve to be mocked for being ugly. The sadness of being mocked, the frustration of being looked down on for being ugly. I don't want my daughter to ever experience these feelings. I understand how you feel, but suddenly cutting ties is too harsh. Ethan won't allow this.
Actually, that's fine. I'm the one who suggested cutting ties with you. Don't blame Lena. She hasn't done anything wrong.
What? Mom? Is that you, Ethan? Are you with Lena right now?
Of course I am. It's the day after she gave birth. I've been with her since visiting hours started. I can't get enough of our cute baby.
Ethan, what's going on? You suggested cutting ties? Why would you break your own mother and sister's hearts like this?
Because I don't want my wife and daughter to be heartbroken more than anyone else. So we don't need any gifts from you. I'm never coming back to the family home, and I'll never let you meet my daughter.
What? That's not fair. I've already been bragging to the neighbors, telling them my son and his wife had a baby. I'll show you pictures when I visit them.
What?
Everyone in the neighborhood has been asking when they'll get to see pictures of my granddaughter.
And that's what you're worried about, what the neighbors think?
And now you're saying you'll never come home again? Why are you trying to embarrass me like this?
Mom, you've always only cared about showing off, haven't you? I don't want to involve my cute daughter in that.
What are you saying?
You know exactly what I'm saying. You've always used us as trophies.
That's ridiculous. I've been nothing but a loving mother.
It's been like this since we were kids, especially after Misty became a child model. You'd parade us around the neighborhood to brag. Our daughter isn't your toy.
A toy? That's not. I've never thought of you that way, and I wouldn't think of my granddaughter that way either.
Then try scolding your precious daughter like a real mother would. You never thought of us as toys, right? If you really love your child, properly scold Misty. She mocked my wife and daughter for being ugly.
She didn't mean it. She just speaks without thinking sometimes.
And you've never corrected that behavior. You've encouraged it.
Please, Ethan, don't do this to your family.
I can't respect or need a mother who can't even reprimand her child. Take care.
Ethan, wait!
We're done here. Don't contact us again.
What have you done? Because of you, my mom and I got kicked out of the house.
Really?
Yes, really. This is all your fault.
How is it my fault that your father kicked you out?
Dad just yelled at us. He said, "Why should I be dragged into this because of you two?" When he found out that my brother and his niece would never visit the house again, he completely lost it.
Your father got that angry, but he's usually so calm.
You have no idea. He's never raised his voice like that before.
I'm surprised he took such drastic action.
The quiet ones are the scariest when they blow up. Dad's completely out of control. No matter how many times we beg, he absolutely won't let us back in the house.
I could always tell he was looking forward to having a grandchild. He was always subtly considerate when we visited. Like when you mocked my clothes, he awkwardly intervened saying, "Clothes are just clothes, no matter what they look like." It makes me happy to know someone got so angry on our behalf.
This isn't something to be happy about. We're literally homeless now.
I'm sure you'll figure something out.
Dad said he's been thinking about divorcing Mom for a while now. He said, "You always judge people and evaluate them however you want. I don't care how others think of you because of that, but I can't forgive you for causing me trouble."
I wasn't planning to cut ties with your dad, but if we don't visit the house, he won't have many chances to see his granddaughter. It's natural for him to be angry about being dragged into this mess.
What are you going to do about this? Mom's been crying nonstop from the shock.
Calm down for a moment. Being kicked out of the house is sad, but you two can just live together, right? Fortunately, you have your modeling work, Misty.
What?
You're always talking about your glamorous modeling career. Surely you can afford an apartment. Sharon has always been a stay-at-home mom, so suddenly being kicked out must be tough. But you can support her with your stunning looks and modeling income. We may have cut ties, but I'm still rooting for your modeling career.
Are you kidding me? My modeling work only brought in $300 last month. How are we supposed to live on that?
What? Your monthly income is only $300? But you were doing a lot of modeling work, right? You even said you were on a magazine cover recently.
That was 5 years ago!
Oh, really?
Yes, really. I've been struggling for years, but keeping up appearances.
So all those times you bragged about your modeling success.
The modeling world is tough. Cute and pretty girls keep appearing one after another. It's really hard to survive in that world.
But you were always bragging to me about being a beautiful model. I thought you were making at least as much as a regular office worker.
Well, I wasn't. I've been living at home because I can't afford my own place.
That explains a lot.
Please, do something about cutting ties. Just bring my niece over. Then maybe Dad will forgive us too.
That's going to be impossible.
What? Please, Lena, I'm begging you. We have nowhere to go.
There's already a precedent of you pretending to reflect, but not actually reflecting at all. I can't bring myself to forgive you.
Come on, what are we supposed to do now? My modeling work keeps decreasing and things are tough. That's why I've been living at home. Now Mom and I have been kicked out over this.
That's not my problem.
Not your problem? That's so cold.
Just like how cold you've been to me. Sorry, my baby is crying and I need to take care of her. You're adults, Misty, so you can figure things out without crying, right?
Lena, wait, please.
Goodbye, Misty. Later, since Misty and her mother had been kicked out, I took my daughter to visit my father-in-law. He melted into a smile I couldn't have imagined from his usually quiet demeanor as he talked to my daughter. According to him, he had been considering divorcing my mother-in-law for a while and was also fed up with his daughter who kept depending on them. He said we gave him a good opportunity. As for Misty and her mother, I heard they started trying to make money through TikTok streams. However, due to a mistake where she forgot to turn off the stream, she was caught saying things like, "My fans are too ugly to motivate me." And her income plummeted again. It seems they're having a really tough time financially.
Thank you so much, Sarah. I really appreciate you sending money to my parents. I'm sorry for the trouble.
Well, your parents seem to be in real financial trouble, so we can't just ignore them.
I'm so disappointed in my parents. They've reached retirement age and are living on their pension, but they're still traveling and enjoying expensive meals, using up all the retirement funds.
They should have received about $20,000 in retirement money, right? I can't believe they spent it all in just a few years. I guess it's good they're energetic, but...
They're too energetic. That's the problem. I wish they'd think about their future.
I agree. We'll provide the $1,000 as monthly support since it's urgent, but please have them review their finances during this time.
I'll handle that, don't worry. I can't provide financial support, but I'll be strict with them instead. I'll thoroughly manage their finances from now on.
That would be tremendously helpful. I'm not sure how long we can keep up this level of support.
I understand. I'll make sure they get their spending under control as quickly as possible.
Wait, aren't you and your husband sending money to your parents too?
How could we possibly afford that? We have 3 kids. Maybe it's easy for you childless couples to send money, but not for us.
It's not like we have that much extra money either.
Kids are expensive, you know. We don't have any room to help our parents. If anything, we could use some help ourselves. Maybe you could send us money too?
What?
Just kidding. Of course I feel bad that my brother and his wife are bearing all the burden. I'll work hard to review their finances so you won't need to keep sending money. I can't contribute financially, but I'll help in other ways.
Well, I suppose that's something at least. Maybe you could help by checking in on them regularly?
Absolutely. I'll visit them twice a week and go through their expenses line by line.
That would be really helpful. Make sure they understand this isn't sustainable long term.
I'll make it crystal clear. They can't keep relying on you two forever. Don't worry, I've got this handled.
Thank you, Emily. I hope we can resolve this situation soon.
Me too. They're lucky to have such a generous daughter-in-law. I'll text you updates on their progress.
Hey Ken, are we the only ones supporting your parents? I thought Emily and her husband would be contributing too.
Sorry, I complained to Emily that it wasn't fair for us to bear all the burden, but she insisted it was absolutely impossible, and when she pulled the childless couple wouldn't understand card, I couldn't argue anymore.
That's her trump card, isn't it? True, we don't have children, so our living expenses are lower, but that doesn't mean we have that much extra money.
I tried explaining that to her, but she just kept talking about school fees and clothing and food costs for 3 growing kids.
I understand kids are expensive, but this still feels unbalanced.
I'm sorry for making you struggle because my freelance income isn't stable.
Don't worry about that. I don't want you overworking and getting sick like at your previous job. It's amazing that you can earn money doing what you love. Don't worry about how much you make.
I'm not amazing at all. I can't even support my parents without your help. I'm such a useless husband. I'm sorry.
That's not true at all. Your design work is brilliant and clients are starting to notice. These things take time.
But you're carrying most of our financial burden and helping my parents. What kind of son and husband am I?
It's about using our strengths. I love working and I rely on you in other ways. There are many different ways for couples to support each other.
Sarah?
Remember how you took care of everything when I was sick last winter? Or how you handle all the home repairs that would cost us a fortune? Don't undervalue what you contribute.
You always know just what to say to make me feel better.
The monthly $1,000 is tough on our finances, but we can't abandon your parents. Emily said she'll review their finances to try to eliminate the need for our support. Let's work together and get through this for now.
You're right. My complaining won't change anything. I need to focus on what I can do, which is working harder to get more freelance jobs.
I'm counting on you. I need to get back to work now.
Right. I'll work hard, too. And Sarah, thank you for everything. I don't say it enough, but I really appreciate you.
That's what partners are for. We'll figure this out together. It's been a while, Emily. How's the financial management of your parents going? It's been almost 6 months since we started sending money. Have they gotten their finances in order?
Well, they haven't improved at all.
What?
Mom and Dad spend all the money we send. It's true what they say. Once your standard of living rises, it's hard to lower it.
That's concerning. What kind of expenses are they still making?
The usual, dining out, trips to see friends, shopping. They say they've earned the right to enjoy life after working so hard.
Don't talk like it's someone else's problem. Weren't you supposed to be managing their finances? Since you're not contributing money, I'd like you to handle that properly.
Excuse me?
You said you'd visit them twice a week and go through their expenses. What happened with that plan?
I've been trying, but they don't listen to me. Mom just says, we'll be more careful, and then does whatever she wants anyway.
We can't just keep sending money indefinitely.
What do you expect? I'm trying my best here. I'm overwhelmed with raising kids. It's mentally exhausting to visit my parents, manage their finances, and scold my own parents. Don't act so high and mighty just because you're giving more money.
I'm not trying to be high and mighty, but sending $1,000 every month is really tough for us. We're cutting back on our own food expenses to help your parents.
We're doing the same. We have 3 kids to feed. Everyone cuts back on food expenses.
That's for your own household expenses. We're cutting back to help your parents. We wouldn't need to do that without the support payments.
You sound like you're keeping score. Family helps family, period.
I'm not keeping score. I just expected to see some progress after 6 months.
Don't be so petty about money. You don't have kids, so you have financial flexibility, right?
That's not the point. Whether we have kids or not is irrelevant right now. I just want to discuss the support for your parents. Actually, if managing their finances is too much for you, should I take over instead?
What?
I've been hesitant since I'm just the daughter-in-law, but maybe an outsider like me can be more direct with them.
That's not necessary.
It might be more effective. Sometimes parents don't take their own children seriously about finances.
You're already sending $1,000 every month, Sarah. I need to handle at least this much.
But aren't you overwhelmed with childcare?
Even so, I'll manage it, so just keep sending the money. I'll let you know when the support is no longer needed. Let's end this conversation here.
I'm just trying to help find a solution.
I appreciate that, but I've got it under control. I'll talk to them again and be more firm this time.
All right, but please keep me updated on any progress.
I will. Thanks again for your help with the money. I've got to run. School pickup time.
Sarah, do you have a moment? This is awkward to ask, but could you increase the amount you're sending us? What? You want us to send even more? It's embarrassing, but your father-in-law and I just can't stop overspending. It's making our finances difficult, and we're even behind on our credit card payments. Credit card payments? What are you spending on that requires credit? Oh, you know, the usual things. We went on a small trip to visit our old friends last month. And I've been trying out some new restaurants with my friends. Living the same way every day gets so boring.
Are you serious?
I know it sounds frivolous, but mental health is important at our age. Keeping active and social prevents depression. I'm sorry to trouble you, but they say hard times are when families should help each other. We're trying our best too, so could you help us? Our support money isn't enough, so could you increase it starting next month? As the eldest son's wife, couldn't you send more than Emily's family?
Isn't $1,000 enough?
Huh?
We're already sending $1,000 monthly. Are you saying that's not enough?
$1,000?
And Emily's family isn't contributing anything, so I don't understand why you're saying more than Emily's family.
Wait a minute. What are you talking about? We only receive $100 per month from you.
Excuse me?
We only receive $100 monthly from your household. I wish we could get more, but Emily says you can't make Ken do that because his freelance work isn't stable. She says her family will cover more instead.
Emily said that?
Yes, she always emphasizes how you two can only manage $100, but it's okay because she and her husband are covering more. She's always talking about how responsible she feels as our daughter.
I see. And exactly how much does Emily say they're contributing?
So, we receive $100 monthly from you and Ken, and $300 from Emily's family. That's $400 total support per month.
No, that's completely wrong. We send $1,000 every month. Emily's family contributes $0. She claimed they couldn't afford it because of their children, so we're paying the entire amount.
What?
We've been sending $1,000 to your account every month for the past 6 months. That's $6,000 total.
But that's impossible! We've only been receiving $400 monthly, and Emily always gives it to us in cash. She said she combines both families' contributions to make it easier.
And in exchange, Emily's supposed to be managing your household finances, but something doesn't add up here.
I don't understand what's happening. Emily gives us the combined support in cash every month, but we've never received anything close to $1,000.
Can I visit you to sort this out? I want to thoroughly investigate what's going on. I've been wanting to check on your financial management situation anyway.
Of course.
Ken and I will come over tomorrow evening. Please keep our visit a secret from Emily, okay?
Why? Should I be worried?
Let's just say I need to verify some information first. Please don't mention this to Emily until after we've talked.
This sounds serious. I won't say anything to her.
Thank you. We'll see you tomorrow at 7 p.m. Hey Emily, what do you think about increasing the support amount? It seems the current amount isn't enough, but maybe it's too much?
No, I think it's fine. When a family is struggling, we should help each other. If you can afford it, please help my parents.
I'm glad you feel that way. So from now on, we'll send $200 monthly, and your family will send $300, right?
What?
That'll make the total support $500. Nancy and your dad have only been receiving $400 until now, so an extra $100 should help them a lot.
What are you talking about? Aren't we increasing the support to my parents? Why would we suddenly have to pay $300? And you're reducing your amount from $1,000 to $200? This makes no sense.
The only thing that doesn't make sense is you, Emily. How could you skim money from the support payments? That's just awful.
What?
Everything's been exposed. You've been secretly taking most of the $1,000 we've been sending for your parents.
What are you suddenly accusing me of? I would never do that.
I spoke directly with your parents. You give them cash every month, right? But I've been depositing money into your parents' account as you instructed. You even took their account and bank book away from them, didn't you?
And
you've only been giving them $400 in cash every month, claiming $300 was from you and your husband, while saying we could only afford $100 because Ken's freelance work is unstable.
Oh no, you know everything.
I told you everything's been exposed. You haven't contributed a penny but took credit with your parents while pocketing more than half of our money. You've been quite sneaky.
I can explain. It's not what you think.
I'd love to hear your explanation for stealing $600 every month from your parents' support money.
I wasn't stealing. I was just borrowing it temporarily. I was planning to pay it all back.
Borrowing without permission is called stealing, Emily.
Wait, how long have you known about this?
Just a few days. Nancy asked me to increase our support and things didn't add up. So I went to your parents' house and got to the bottom of it.
Anyway, we'll increase the support as you agree we should, right? You were very enthusiastic about it.
That's not fair! You tricked me! We never said we wanted to increase it!
But you were strongly in favor of increasing it. You should help since you agreed. You've been taking $600 from our support money, so asking for $300 back is only half. You can handle that much, right?
This is ridiculous! Obviously, I've spent all that money on living expenses. There's no way I can suddenly start paying $300 monthly support.
What exactly were these living expenses that required stealing from your elderly parents?
The kids needed new winter clothes, and Tommy needed a laptop for school, and Lisa needed braces.
So you stole from your parents to pay for your children's expenses while claiming we weren't generous enough?
I didn't steal! I just reallocated the funds where they were needed most.
You'll have to manage somehow in the spirit of family support. Your parents can't make ends meet with their current support, and that's a fact. Take responsibility and help them.
Even if you say that, with 3 kids, our life is really difficult. Someone without children like you wouldn't understand.
There you go again with the "you wouldn't understand" excuse. You know what I understand perfectly well, the difference between right and wrong.
It's easy for you to judge when you're not struggling like we are.
You don't know how difficult our life is either, Emily. Supporting a husband with unstable freelance income is tough. Then having to find an extra $1,000 every month on top of that? If you're struggling financially, you should understand the value of every dollar.
Well, that's...
Not only did you refuse to help your own parents, but you actively took money meant for them and lied to everyone involved. How do you justify that?
I was desperate! Do you know how expensive childcare is these days? Or how much school activities cost? We're drowning in expenses.
Then you should have been honest about your situation instead of stealing and lying.
I didn't want anyone to know we were struggling. It's embarrassing.
More embarrassing than being caught stealing from your parents' support money?
You're being so cold. I thought you'd understand.
If you absolutely can't provide monthly support to your parents, could you pay back what you skimmed from our support in one lump sum?
Pay it back? You can't be serious.
That's $600 taken plus $300 of fake support, totaling $900 per month for 6 months, which comes to $5,400.
There's no way I have that kind of money. A lump sum payment is absolutely impossible.
You keep saying everything is impossible. You're being incredibly selfish. You need to take responsibility for what you've done. You have 2 options. Either help your parents with monthly support in exchange for us overlooking your embezzlement, or repay what you took to avoid the monthly support. That's it.
Those aren't real options. I can't do either.
Just pick one of the 2 options I gave you. We need to resolve this situation.
Fine, I'll send $300 monthly, but I can't start right away. I need to find a part-time job first.
You have until the end of the month to make your first payment, and I'll be checking with your parents to make sure they receive it.
This is so unfair. You're being heartless.
No, Emily, stealing from your elderly parents was heartless. I'm simply holding you accountable. I'm truly sorry about what Emily did, pretending to provide support and then taking your money. I'm deeply ashamed of her behavior. It's outrageous, but remember the root cause is your own behavior, Nancy. Your wasteful spending created this situation. None of this would have happened if you hadn't needed financial support in the first place. I have no excuse. You've been retired for 3 years now, correct? And you went through $20,000 in savings that quickly? We wanted to enjoy our retirement. We worked hard all of our lives. Looking at your finances, I see lots of unnecessary expenses. Let's cut your monthly trips to twice a year. Buy groceries at local supermarkets instead of premium stores. You need to prioritize strict budgeting. Such drastic cuts all at once? Couldn't we phase them in gradually? This isn't a negotiation. You either cut expenses or find ways to earn more. But it's so depressing to pinch pennies in retirement. I wanted to enjoy my golden years with some freedom. That sounds lovely, but you can say that once you're financially independent. It's not something people who rely on their son and daughter-in-law should be saying. Yes, I understand. I brought a budget planner for you. We need to track every expense moving forward. Every expense? Even small things like coffee? Especially small things. Those are often what add up the fastest. From now on, Ken will take over checking your finances instead of Emily. Please follow his instructions to improve your financial situation. Couldn't you manage our finances instead, Sarah? Why? Ken can be surprisingly strict. He says he'll only give us $100 at a time and make us bring receipts for everything before giving us another $100. That's too harsh.
What are you talking about? That's not harsh at all. It's actually quite loving. It shows your son's deep affection in wanting to help you get your finances back on track.
I understand his feelings, but he's just too strict with his parents.
I'd be even stricter. I'm just an in-law, so I don't have the same emotional attachment. I'd enforce budget cuts much more severely. Would you prefer that?
What?
The envelope method might work well for you. You get cash divided into envelopes for different expense categories. When an envelope is empty, that's it for the month.
That sounds like how we budgeted 40 years ago.
Sometimes old methods work best. Ken is busy with increasing work lately. He's still making time to manage your finances. If you have complaints, we could always completely stop the support.
That would be terrible.
You have two choices. If you don't like being short on money, get jobs yourselves. If you don't want to work, review your finances and cut expenses. Those are your only options.
I suppose we could look into part-time work. Do you think that's realistic at our age?
Many retirees work part-time. It provides structure, social interaction, and supplemental income. It might be good for both of you.
I'll discuss it with my husband. Maybe something 2 to 3 days a week wouldn't be too bad.
That's a positive attitude. Let me know what you decide and we'll adjust the budget accordingly. I really can't afford to send $300 monthly. With children, it's hard to find even an extra dollar.
Yes, I understand 3 kids must be expensive. Then could you tell your parents directly that you can't provide support?
Huh?
We're not planning to increase our support beyond $200 monthly. Your support is between you and your parents. You'll need to reach an agreement directly with them.
But they'll be so disappointed in me.
They already know what you did. The truth is out.
Don't be so cold. We received lots of gifts and celebration money for our kids from my parents. It's hard to tell them we can't help them now.
Yet it wasn't hard for you to steal money meant for their living expenses?
That's not fair. I was desperate.
Speaking of gifts, we've given plenty too, like those annual Christmas gift cards, $100 for each of your preschoolers. We only did it because you insisted it had to be $100, but thinking about it now, that was excessive. Considering the money you took from our support payments, we might skip the gift cards for a while.
What? That would be a problem. The holidays are expensive and those gift cards were an important source of money for us.
Source of money? We're not your personal ATM.
That's not what I meant. The kids look forward to those gift cards.
I'm sure they'd understand if they knew their mother was taking money from their grandparents.
Well, I understand that, but since you don't have children, couldn't you help us a little?
Because we don't have children, we're working longer and paying lots of taxes that go to support families with children. As for personal assistance, maybe build a relationship that makes me want to help you first.
Haven't we built that kind of relationship?
Not at all. This whole situation has made not just me, but Ken furious too. He says he doesn't want to see you for a while.
What?
He feels betrayed. Not only did you steal from your parents, but you made him look bad to them by claiming he could only afford $100.
I didn't mean to hurt him. I was just trying to explain why we were contributing more.
Except you weren't contributing anything. It was all lies.
I'll apologize to him. Please, tell him I'm sorry.
Take care of yourself. I know it's tough juggling childcare and work, but let's both do our best.
Sarah, please, don't just cut me off like this.
I think we all need some space right now. Focus on your commitment to your parents and rebuilding trust. That's the only way forward.
I never meant for things to get this bad.
Yet here we are. Actions have consequences, Emily. I hope you've learned that. Ken's parents, Nancy and her husband, got tired of Ken's strict financial management and decided they'll get part-time jobs to cover what their pension doesn't. They told us they don't need our support anymore and promised never to trouble us again, so our payments have stopped. However, Emily's family is still being asked for support by her parents, who tell them, "We've given you so much for your children's celebrations and other occasions. You should return the favor." I hear they're reluctantly paying $300 monthly. To come up with that money, Emily is exhausted from working part-time every day after dropping her kids at daycare. Apparently, all her part-time income goes to daycare fees and the support payments.
Thank you for watching till the end. If you felt good about this video, like the video. If you didn't like it, let me know why in the comments. Subscribe too. Your likes and subs lead to our motivation. We have so many videos on our channel as well, so go ahead and take a look. See you in the next video.